always been a big boy growing up, and weight loss had always been a big struggle for me from day one. And playing in the front row my whole life made it seem somewhat acceptable to be bigger than everyone else. I'd gone from 115 to 152 kilos in the space of 3 years. So before I made the big change, there were two massive factors that played a big part in it. One, I started my aviation career at the beginning of 2015, and in order to be a pilot, one has to uphold a medical, and that medical at 152 kilos was at high risk of being revoked. And with my medical being revoked, my career would have come to a complete halt. As well as in early January 2016, I took a bet with a friend of mine to finish the Durban Ironman, the half Ironman in June that year. When I asked my father if he would fund the entry for the race, he looked at me literally as if I was asking him for a ticket to the moon. And he said there's no way that he was just going to fork out that amount of cash only for me to say I've entered the half Ironman. I think for the first time right there and then in 21 years, I felt a real sort of sense of doubt from my own father. And I think that's what sparked a massive fire. Only once I'd come to terms with life being hard, things started to change. As I said, I started to really enjoy and come to terms with overcoming the word hard and overcoming the words can't, and sort of making my dreams the reality. You know, as soon as I got lighter and as soon as I got more mobile, I was able to move faster, I was able to cycle harder, I was able to run faster. And I think every time I went out to race or every time I went out to exercise, the numbers would just show improvement every single time. And I think as an athlete, that in itself is a massive drive to come back for more. Well, the funny thing about weight loss is that the physical difference, i.e. the looks and shapes and the befores and afters, are what catch the eye to the outside world. I think the biggest difference that everyone misses is the internal change. The change that takes place inside a person's head after going through a process like I have. If I had the chance to go back for 24 hours, would I do it? I would 100% do it. One, just to remind myself why I never ever want to go back there. And two, just to sort of go there. I'd love to go there with the mind that I have today. The human mind, along with the human body, if you just stay true to yourself, you will achieve those goals. Am I proud of myself? I think I'm extremely proud of myself. And I think I've taught myself some of the most valuable life lessons. And I've taught myself that you might get there slower than someone else, you might get there faster than someone else, you might get there more battered, you might get there more bruised than someone else, but you will eventually get there.